Whether you're trying to add texture or length, the Montego twist braid are perfect for adding into dreadlocks. To install your Montegos with your dreads, you have a couple different options. You can either install them at the base so that they hang alongside your dreads, or you can do what we've done here and we will cover them all the way down. So I'll show you what that looks like. Both ways, you're gonna need thread and your Montego braid. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to thread your thread through the top loop of your Montego braid like that. So you have that hanging just by the thread, and I'm going to tie a knot so that it doesn't slip. That's just gonna make it easier to work with. Next, we're going to open up the Montego braid so that you have the loop at the top, and we're gonna slide the dreadlock inside that loop. This is going to give you a natural looking attachment. And then we're gonna take the thread, separate it into two, holding the base of the dread and the Montego dread downward, out of the way. We're gonna take one leg of the thread and wrap it around. And we're going to do this for several passes. Pulling to make it tight along the way. Now we're gonna pick up our other leg of thread, put those together, and tie a knot. With your knot tied, make sure that your dreadlock is secure, and then clip away the tail of your thread. Now, if you have dreads that you like with the Montego braids, you can go ahead and leave them just mixed in like this. Or, like we've done here, you can take your Montego braid and actually cover your dreadlocks as well. To cover your dreadlock, we're going to take your dread and the Montego braid, and we're going to do a twist so that it slightly opens, pass the dread behind it, twist, and place it into the Montego braid. So we're actually kind of opening the twist of the Montego braid as we pass the dreadlock over, twisting the dreadlock slightly, passing it again, twist, pass, twist, pass. So what I'm doing is, since I'm right-handed, I'm using my right hand to do the twist motion and my left hand to basically grab it and push the piece that I'm holding onto around. What you'll see is that naturally your dreadlock wants to fall between every second strand with your Montego braid. And that's consistent throughout all of the braids that we've done. Twist, pass, twist, pass, and you'll see it's just dread, dread, dread. So it's starting to become engulfed with that Montego braid. We've reached the part of the dread where it starts to thin out. So I want to make sure that we secure it before we get into the tail of it. We have a secure spot at the top, and I want to make sure that we have another one before we get too thin at the ends, and that's going to make sure that Montego braid does not slip during the length of our style. So I simply wrap the thread around the braid and the dreadlock several times, and I'm going to pull both of the tails of that really tight. And now I'm going to loop the ends a couple times, pulling those tight as well. And I'm going to knot those off and cut away the tails. That's going to make sure that that braid is very secure in there, and that the dreadlock is just now basically being placed in there rather than using it to secure it and hold it up. So we're going to cut away these tails. Then we're going to continue wrapping that dreadlock into the twist. With the knot secure, you're just going to begin your twist and pass. We're going to cover up the last little bits of those dread ends. So twist and pass, and we're going to do this until we get to about the last couple inches of that dread. So just the tiniest of wispies. So I've got about that much of my dread left over. I'm going to pull on it to make sure that it's kind of in the twist and secure. And I'm going to take a piece of thread, go back behind my dread, I'm pinching it with these fingers, and then I'm going to simply wrap around it. I'm gonna take the ends and I'm just gonna make a very secure knot. And I'm gonna cut them away. Okay, now all I've got left is this tiny little tail, and that's really easy to hide. We're just gonna twist it around again. And this time I'm kind of opening the twist up a little bit more to kind of hide it and tuck it in there. And I'm just gonna use my fingers to kind of push it right into the center of that twist. If you've got more blunt edge dreads, you're just going to tie it off as you did here, and you probably won't have these little wispies to hide. But this is how you hide them if you do. Continue working until you've completed your desired style. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a beat. And if you need products for your projects, check out drdlocks.com for all your hair extension needs.